Okay, here we go. There you go. Beer number one.
Okay.
With me here today, I got Donn Bash.
Hello.
Donnie Bash.
Beer number two.
Who I've known for, let me do a quick math, way too long.
Well, I would say that you and I kind of became pals in what, like
25 years ago.
94, 93?
Yeah.
Yeah, safe to say.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Over music, usually.
Music at the bowling alley.
Yeah. All right. So let's start. We are drinking Breakside Pilsner. And it says here,
Portland, Oregon.
crisp, refreshing, floral. Let's see if it's floral. I don't know. It's good.
I wouldn't call it floral.
I wouldn't. No,
I would just flat out call it good.
it's good.
Yeah. One of my favorites.
Old world with a modern twist. It's got an RV on the front of it. I don't know why. And it is
idea.
5.2%
Yep. Good
alcohol
stuff.
content.
Good 3 o'clock in the afternoon drinking beer.
All of our previous episodes, we've done cans. This is our first one doing bottles. And what are these? 22s?
22 ounces.
22
yes.
ounces. And I got enough for us to have 2, but don't feel obligated.
Right. No problem.
Because I'll drink 3. I don't mind.
It's not going to go bad.
No.
It's probably only a couple weeks old, so.
Yeah. No. I'll just drink them all today.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can drink it in the next
No
hour
problem
if
with
you'd
that.
like.
I wonder, you can probably find these in cans somewhere, right?
Well, I have never seen any Breakside beers in cans, only 22-ounce bottles, but I can tell you that
maybe
Winco
not.
sells a crap load of these.
Oh, yeah?
Because oftentimes I go and they're down to the last one or they're out. Not sure why they don't can. Love Bowie.
So, yeah, we drank this last time. It was really good.
Bowie,
last time.
the
But-
Czech style Pilsner is excellent.
Yeah, if you check on the back, though, like all these previous ones, I'm keeping the cans from each episode, but they all have like something to say on the back of them. This is a blah. And then now we got this, and I got nothing to read, which is fine because my eyes fucking suck.
Well, yeah, they don't really give you much besides that crisp floral, refreshing, world's finest or whatever.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Portland, Oregon.
Well,
How long have you been wearing glasses?
we'll just go 10 years.
Yeah. I have glasses. I have a prescription, but it's not strong enough for me to need them. However, I need to go back and get some more glasses because through insurance, free sunglasses, free good sunglasses.
Yeah, well, and it's nice to be able to see.
No, I mean, I can see without them.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
that's what I'm saying is they're just free sunglasses at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
it does help. I mean, in my job, I drive.
Right.
So, cool. I'm out in the sun. Good.
Nighttime.
Well, I can't wear
sunglasses. Obviously, you won't wear
Yeah.
them, but for me, glasses during the night when I'm driving makes all the difference in the world.
I tried my regular glasses driving. I did last week, and I did a road trip down to Southern Oregon, 5.5 hours, and I put the regular glasses on, and they didn't really help. I actually couldn't read up close. So I think,
really?
I don't know if my prescription changed or what.
When was the last time you had your prescription?
Like 3-4 years ago.
Oh, it's probably definitely changed. It's changed quite a bit over a year or so.
Yeah. Every 2 years I can get whatever in glasses.
Yeah.
I need to make an appointment.
Lenses and all that.
Yeah, I've been needing to make an appointment for like, I don't know, 3 weeks.
Healthcare.
I have
the things that everybody puts off.
Seriously.
Dentist.
I know it's so easy.
Yeah,
I have insurance. Why don't I just do it?
for sure.
Why not?
You should.
I don't know.
So
I got
why don't you
got
make
a
an
bad
appointment?
back, a bum knee, my eyes are going.
Yeah, me too.
Ugh.
My back's been horrible. It's a little better. Tried to bowl.
Yeah? How'd that go?
Didn't go well.
No.
No, so I'm pretty much like done.
Yeah?
Done for the.
Done until you get that stem cells injected right into it?
Who knows? Yeah, done for a while. I'm not going to try it for a couple more months or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, at least I can get back to my some normal other activities, but bowling killed it. Bowled 2 games and it was very painful. About 24 hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So,
good.
no, not good.
I kind of threw my back out a little bit last weekend. It was one of those, where you can't stand up straight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all week until kind of today. Today's the first day I can stand up straight.
Gotcha.
Ugh. I've had a bad back since I was 20, though. It's genetic.
Right.
Not good. Mine's the discs.
Yeah.
They're degenerating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's herniated, so
Yeah.
a little bit different issue, but still
It's
painful.
different, but
It's
still.
not good.
Back problems are the worst.
Yeah. Well,
Easily.
most people, anybody that has had back problems, or they'll tell you that it's probably they would rather have something else ailing them, like their knee or whatever. But
Yeah. My knee is going too. I you know those exercises at the gym where you sit down and you lift your feet up, you know? I can't do those on my left side. I blame bowling. That's my slide leg.
oh, bowling's hard on knee, on the
especially-
knee and elbow, and
Especially
wrists.
me that I don't bend my knee when I bowl. I just jam
for
it
sure.
in there.
For sure. A lot of pressure.
Yeah. But
Force.
that's how you get that crank on.
Yeah. I've been watching some YouTube videos
Yeah.
of old bowling PBA,
Oh, yeah.
classic episodes, I will call them, with
I've gone-
Schenkel and Burton.
Yeah, I've gone down a couple of rabbit holes, like watching Pete Weber with
Well, that's what I was doing mostly.
with urethane. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's
that
awesome.
ball rolls weird.
It's so different. Yeah. It when you think it's going to hook because you're used to today's reactive equipment, that's when it kind of straightens out and
Yeah.
rolls to the pocket.
But it
So cool.
It starts hooking 10 feet past the arrows. Where
Exactly.
nowadays it's 40 feet. It starts to make us move.
Correct.
Who was that guy that cut it? He shot 300.
Bob Benoit.
Bob Benoit.
So he was on one of
Yeah.
the casts that I watched, and that guy could roll.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I forgot how good he was.
Yeah.
He really rolled the ball well. I mean, he got the ball to bend, a little more than other guys did.
Sure.
So his carry, he snapped out a lot of 10 pins that, other guys weren't snapping out. Yeah, for a couple of years he was on top.
Yeah. It was. I remember that 300 too. I don't know if I watched it live or saw a replay of it, but I remember it very vividly from when I was a kid.
So the guy that shot 300 before him, I believe it was Pete McCordick. I could be incorrect, but Pete McCordick, I was at Riverside Bowl on the Saturday when it happened, and I can't remember. There was about 7 or 8 people who started surrounding the desk because back then, nobody shot 300 on TV.
Never saw it.
It hadn't happened in a lot of years. So, yeah, I was watching when Bob Benoit shot 300. I don't remember what year that was, but still, that was pretty rare back then. Now it happens quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, not super often, but
No,
it's
but
not as
I mean,
surprising.
it's
not
no.
once every decade.
No.
Yeah, I remember in juniors we'd gather around and watch all the time, but the one that really sticks out in my mind is Bob Learn Jr.
Oh, when he shot like 889 for 4 games,
Something like that, yeah.
whatever.
It was huge.
It was 858 or something.
Yeah,
It was
I think
massive.
858 is right.
I think that's right. It was,
And at the time he had like 52 300s, which was
or no, it was
unheard of.
1,000 something because I think he bowled all 4 games.
Yeah, he
But
bowled 4
whatever,
games,
he
but
averaged
his
like
best
280.
3. Yeah, his best
Yes,
3
it
was 858,
yeah.
I think.
It was unreal. 10, 11 strikes every game. It seemed like
Yeah.
they were walled up.
He also did not bend his knee at all. He
No.
planted and ripped.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny watching some of those telecasts. So I was watching who the heck was on there, and it was Earl Anthony who was actually announcing on this one. It wasn't Burton, but he was talking about what a cranker this guy was, and I'm like, oh my god, that guy doesn't do anything compared to the guys today.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty much a straight player for today's game,
Not
even if
just
he had a different
cranker.
piece.
No, because they used to play not down and in, just in.
Exactly, and so the game's changed a lot.
Yeah.
a lot over the last 10 years.
I think I've bowled way too much in my life because I'll think about it just when I'm doing mindless stuff. I'll just think about bowling. It's so stupid. I'm like, stop. Like, things will pop in my head. Like, do you remember Jess Stayrook?
Yeah. Of course I do. Yeah.
Left-hander, wore
Absolutely.
street shoes on the
wore
pro tour.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, then there were some guys with some odd back swings, like Scott Devers. I don't know if you remember him. He was another lefty that just had a really odd arm swing.
It was Williams
Ron Williams.
Ron Williams,
Almost. Oh, yeah. It was like a roundhouse almost
yeah,
or something.
it was like almost Fred Flintstone.
Very
and
strange.
whacked him.
Oh, he was on top for a couple years. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
really, really good.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then there's like Jason Couch, man.
Jason Couch, he came on at least one of the episodes that I was watching.
Dude, can you imagine him with today's equipment?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the way he torques it, man. Yeah. So I watched a lot of episodes where there was some the cranking style was coming in, like mid-90s.
Yeah.
And really had some guys start to really crank it, like Steve Hoskins, and you hadn't really seen that yet. So,
Yeah.
But then today, you've got the two-handers in there, and they just even more revs. So
I can't do it. However, I can kind of do it left-handed, which is weird.
Interesting.
I think it's because of my knee.
Oh, probably so.
You know, I went bowling with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
The only woman at Riverside to ever shoot 300.
Correct.
And she's going to come back this year.
I saw a video that she was bowling. You went down bowling with her,
Yeah.
and she looked pretty good.
She cheats. She's a lefty.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah. But we bowled one game, and then after the first game, she was sore already because she hasn't bowled in 4 years.
Oh, for sure.
I was like, all right, well, I'll go left-handed. You go right-handed, because it was her hip on the slide. So we did that, and she's like, I don't even know how. And I'm like, well, she golfs right-handed, she throws right-handed, swings right-handed. Give it a try. By the end, she was doing all right, but I was going left-handed, and I was like, you know what? I got this ball right here. I'm gonna try two-handed. Not horrible, not great, not great.
You know who else does the two-handed style?
Left-handed?
No, not left-handed, but
Okay.
just does it. Walter Ray Williams Jr.
No.
He's doing it on the senior tour. He doesn't do it all the time. I mean, he'll bowl his normal style, but if he needs to move left and get the ball to hook
No,
more,
he's not.
I'm not
I'm
joking.
gonna go.
Oh,
I gotta go see some videos.
I'm being dead serious. It's pretty freaking cool. I
And
mean, think
he's
about
good.
how adequate.
Okay.
Adequate. I mean, he's not. He's not Belmonte or anything, but he can compete. So he's obviously practiced it quite a bit. And I heard he was practicing it, but I had no idea that he ever had intentions of.
That's fucking hilarious. And by the way, he's bowled on the senior tour.
Oh yeah, he's like mid-50s, maybe.
Yeah, but he can still be pretty tough on them suckers.
Yeah, he's still a great bowler, but he hasn't won a regular tournament in quite a long time. Pete's
He's been on
the
the show.
senior tour. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He still bowls
Pete
regular
Weber can
tournaments.
still whack him. Though.
Oh yeah, Reber still bowls on the regular tour. Norm Duke still does both.
Yeah.
Who else did I notice was just newly Michael Haugen Jr. or whatever his name is.
Oh, really?
He's now on the senior tour, but 50. So
Really? What about Parker Bone? How is he close to 50?
he's got to be bowling them. Yeah.
Yeah.
He must be bowling them. I don't pay that much attention.
If I could ever bowl like anyone in this world, Parker Bone Jr.
Well, textbook style for sure.
Perfect.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Righty or lefty, doesn't matter. He had a great swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so
Lefties,
smooth.
think about lefties, okay? Regardless of what you think of lefties, we love the left-handed swing in baseball. Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, there's a bunch of lefties that have a beautiful swing. We don't really talk about right-handed swings that much. Although, obviously, there's guys that have great swings that are right-handed hitters. Same thing with lefties. Think about like Stony Brown. Stony Brown's fun to watch.
I was just
That
gonna
loose arm swing.
I was just gonna bring it
long
up.
arm swing.
Because on Facebook recently, Keith Walter
Yes,
posted a video of them at the World Team Challenge.
that's actually what got me started watching.
I
those
was
YouTube
gonna
videos.
ask.
That's what started the whole thing.
And I was just thinking, man, Stoney throw the ball. He's so smooth.
Yes.
He didn't. If you watched the full video, he had that light swisher, and then I think his next one he didn't do well. But God, that swing.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of our greats.
What an
Area.
asshole.
Yeah, being that guy.
There's
several of them.
Okay, so like I see someone like Stoney. There's nothing I could ever do to be like that. At least when I watch Craig, it's like, well, yeah, I can kind of do that. At least it's similar.
Well, here's what I think about maybe what you're talking about. I watch Craig, and there's lots of guys that do what Craig does.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't do it as well.
No,
but
I can
there's
never
not
do
a
this.
lot of lefties that can do what Stoney does.
No.
Like move deep and play fifth arrow and
And in the same pair, move out to the first arrow.
yeah, exactly. Very versatile.
Yeah.
Extremely versatile for a lefty. Where most lefties don't become that versatile because let's face it, they could play the same area over and over, and so they don't develop their game like a righty does, playing all parts of the lane.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock on them. I don't mean it that way, but Stoney is pretty amazing.
Well, and part of that is growing up in a bowling alley. You get bored. Let's try something new.
sure.
Let's
For
try
sure.
something new. I mean, that's when I got good. Is down at Riverside when they had that $100 deal where you get free games for.
All summer you bowl for
Yeah, and so me and my cousin would go down there and just bowl, get tired, dick around. And dicking around, I think, made me a lot better because I was trying new things.
If you dick
And
around in the correct way, you're not throwing it between your legs or something. Yeah, you're
I
actually
did a little bit of that too,
Well,
and I
of
got
course,
pretty good at it. But also, trying new things and finding, for lack of a better term, finding my voice finding my own personal swing. And that's how I developed what I have now. Well, I mean, that's how I developed what I had, which morphed into what I have now.
Yeah, because your game's quite a bit different than when we go back to 93, like we talked about. 94, you used to run to the line. I mean, you would run as fast as you could to the line and get a lot on it.
And I never felt like I was running, by the way.
Off a little bit. Yeah.
But, part of that...
Well, you ran more than most people, let's put it that way.
Sure. I took
you had fast feet, which was not bad.
Well, they matched my swing. I always had good timing. That's something like fast feet, sure, but my timing was... That's something I've always had.
Fast feet, ball speed,
I think in my bowling career, I've always had good timing. Now, what I haven't always had is a consistent release and being able to hit my mark as well as I should.
It's not easy, is it?
I don't know. But I'm always... I overthink it. That's what my team was telling me all this year. You're overthinking it. I'm like, well, yeah, I am. Because I want to do well. So I don't want to just go up there and throw the ball. I want to think about what I'm doing, release it this way, hit this mark, that break point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It all depends on what you want out of it, I guess.
Well, and back in the day, too, I used to come around the ball, meaning side roll.
Right.
And I wish I could find a pink hammer and go back to that. At least have that shot in my bag. But now I'm way up the back.
Yeah.
Way up the back. I have to be. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know where it's going.
Erratic.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just don't put as much on it. I put a lot on the ball still. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But in a different way, I think. Like, most of my bowling career has been, how do I carry better?
There you go.
I don't know. I'm fucking
For me, I've learned that I have a hard time softening up.
Yeah.
I want to throw it hard. And when I soften up, sometimes the ball actually overhooks less. Rolls better, goes longer. I mean, I don't know. There's just, you have to be versatile. You have to be, you move left. Sometimes you have to really soften up and be soft. And soft at the bottom of the swing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I found that
that's hard for me.
If I was having like any sort of over under, just this little problems where I couldn't just get it right. Okay, nothing's working. Slow down, move left. Roll it out there, let it do its thing. But also not hit it as hard for me. Just slow down, move left, let the ball work. Yeah. And it's tough to learn if you're not used to it. Well,
for me, I grew up out at Riverside where I just threw it hard up the outside and it was great. And then all of a sudden I learned how to start playing inside. But when I need to soften up, that becomes a challenge for me. Yeah. And I'm not as consistent. I throw some great shots, but then it's easy to start throwing it hard again, I guess, for me.
Sure. Yeah, and I mean the equipment is so different now. Yeah. That like that hard up when you had a ball that was kind of sliding the whole way, even when it was hooking, it was sliding. Like your purple rhino, your storm ball. Yeah. I mean, it never had a hard break point.
No, not like today's.
And today, you have to adjust to that, and it's a different look.
And then you got all these guys cranking the bejesus out of it, and they're changing the lanes. So that's the thing we talked about Tiger being tough. Well, it's not just the carry, but the lanes really, and at least in the league I bowled, the lanes transition very quickly, and it's hard to stay on top of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time out there because it's just so different from what I'm used to, and I've become such a house bowler.
Very few honor scores out there. There's good bowlers out there, very few honor scores. So
I think if I bowled a full league out there, I'd have a shot at doing a lot better than I am now. But as I go out there now, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you were a bowling coach for a while, huh?
Still am.
Are you head coach though?
No.
I'm
just technically an assistant coach, but
oh man, you were a head coach and you got demoted?
No, I quit.
I heard.
I quit.
I heard. Just giving you shit.
Retired for a couple of years and then came back, and it's fun. It's all right. Kids are different these days. And I'm older. They're younger. Well, not younger, but they're different than they were.
Yeah, kids are dumb
from 10 years ago.
Get out of here! I could never coach a high school team.
I think it was easier 7-8 years ago.
Yeah,
I really do. That's for me anyway.
Before smartphones.
I think so.
Yeah. You think that?
Well, it's the number one blame for sure.
Yeah. Is it ruining the fabric of society?
Well, it's not helping. Let's put it that way. I think there's a lot of. I think lack of parenting is ruining the fabric of society. I think people are depressed. People, I mean, there's
Yeah.
all kinds of factors, divorces, whatever,
Well, that's one thing. So I got
mental health. What, I mean, you can go on and on.
I got a 5-year-old, and she's got a tablet, but her time is very limited on the
Yeah, that's
tablet
good.
because you have to. You can't get them addicted
You
young.
can't keep them away from it, but you can limit.
No.
You can limit it.
Especially when they're young. You got to keep them
Right.
used to doing other stuff. Because she still just plays with her toys and makes believe and, hey, pretend this,
That's
pretend
good.
that. Yeah. But then when she gets on her tablet, it's cool. But she doesn't, she asks politely if she wants to play it, right? And if you say no, it's okay. And I think a lot of parents now are using it as the babysitter. It's cable guy. The TV's the babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is with phones too.
But yeah. What's next?
VR.
Yeah, exactly.
VR that plugs into your phone.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Augmented reality actually is probably.
So, how often do you see your 5-year-old?
Every other weekend, basically.
Awesome.
It's kind of different. It's really first, third, fifth Saturdays of the month. So,
But yeah,
but also, I mean, they live close. So if something happened and I needed, like, her mom's having another baby, so I might need to watch a little more, or her family does. We both have really good family settings too.
yeah,
A lot of people around.
that's good
Yeah, it's nice.
for sure.
I haven't got her into bowling yet, though.
Well, there's plenty of time for that.
She's 5, and I wouldn't say she's super interested in athletic endeavors.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. How some kids just want to like do athletic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She likes pretending and playing, and
That might come later.
who knows? Whatever she wants to do, I don't care what she does.
Yeah. Who cares?
Whatever she wants to do. All right, that's what we're doing. If she wants to switch it up a bit, okay, do this time, that. I guess she played soccer for a bit and just wasn't really into it.
Sometimes it takes a while to find what your niche is.
Yeah.
I tried a couple different sports.
Yeah, what was your favorite?
Bowling,
Okay, besides bowling.
baseball.
Doesn't count.
Baseball would have been my favorite. Yeah. Soccer was just kind of okay, but
I never played soccer. I wish I did because I suck at running. I can't run. I've never
No,
been
you do
able
have
to
to
run a
run.
mile.
yeah,
Never. You remember how skinny I was?
yeah.
I never ran a mile.
I still could run a mile.
I cheated on the
Although
president's
it
test.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I only went 3 laps. And I got a horrible score.
Oh, well.
I did track one year, and the warm-up was run 2 laps around the track. Oh, God, that killed me. Dude, half a mile. And I was in good shape.
Yeah.
I just couldn't run. Dude, my favorite was basketball. Love basketball. Dude, I even chipped a dude's tooth.
This is his name, Tim.
He still brings that up.
He was not very happy about that moment, was he?
I was just going up for a rebound,
Hard
and
foul.
he turned around. I wasn't, though, but what it was
Well,
is
I don't remember. I just was there. I was there.
I was
but-
going for the ball, so my hands were extended, and my hand, as he turned around and kind of whapped his head against my hand. It was completely unintentional.
I went up for a rebound one time in high school. I think it was I guess we were in PE, and I put my elbow up kind of high, and I whacked a guy right in his lip, and his tooth went right through his lip. It was pretty awesome.
That sucks.
Yeah, I felt bad actually, really bad.
I was playing one time with Stoney, who we were talking about earlier, and John Benson. Benson's a tall guy.
Benson's tall, yeah.
And he came down with the rebound, and I was on his team, by the way. And he came down like this and just lowered his elbow in a 12 to 6 motion on the top of my head and just dropped me.
Ouch.
Yeah, it sucked.
He's kind of a big guy. Yeah.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him bowling.
I remember once on that dunk hoop we used to play on. It was 8.5 feet.
Was that down by?
Deaf school.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. And another guy we had, Donn, the third,
Yeah.
went up for a dunk, but there was water on the ground. And I've never seen anything like this before because I haven't seen much shit. Pretty untraveled. And he slipped in the water, laid on his back, hit his head, and just got knocked out. And he was twitching, and me and the other kid
That's
there was
scary.
like, oh, fuck, what did we do? What did we do? And then after about 15 seconds, he kept just like, oh, whoa, I kept hearing that song. Like, he heard a song. I don't remember what the song was, but that was some scary shit. I don't know what to do.
That's scary.
I don't know what to do. I was like, oh shit, he's
Probably
dead.
didn't have a cell phone.
He's dead. No.
Yeah, that was before cell phones, right?
No, I always had cell phones.
Yeah.
I mean, since the 90s, I had a cell phone. Yeah, probably 96, 97.
Yeah.
Like in high school, I found out that. So I had a pager before anyone else, and I had a cell phone before anyone else. Not because I was rich, just because I have a mom who always wanted to know where I was.
I remember hanging out with you. You know, she was always.
Yeah.
I mean, she'd let you go wherever, but
Yeah.
we just be
able to keep in touch.
Yeah, and we had to be back a certain time.
Sure, and
Which was good.
Yeah, no, I got to do plenty of shit.
Oh yeah. Well, we went to some cool concerts.
Yeah,
When you were like 15, and your mom was letting you go to some cool,
because they used to go to concerts when they were
cool
kids.
shows. Yeah, and we didn't do anything bad. We were just going to concerts. We like going to live events.
We didn't do anything bad.
Not really. No,
You didn't drink.
actually, no.
Barely.
No,
I didn't at all. The first time I got drunk, I was 18. But
wasn't with me.
nope. But I had that pager, and then I had the cell phone, and I found out later that a bunch of people I went to school with thought I was a drug dealer because I had
Really?
a pager and a cell phone before anyone else.
You should get a pager again. That'd be cool.
Do they exist?
Do they really?
I don't know.
No, I thought you were saying they do exist. I have no
I said,
clue.
do they?
I
What-
doubt it. Why would they? I can't imagine.
I remember seeing one after I thought they existed. It's probably 6 years ago or so, maybe 8 years.
Yeah, that
Like
would've been
after cell phones,
rare.
but like smartphones. I don't think.
Yeah.
Or we're just starting. And there's pagers. There were some pagers.
That's hilarious.
It's so stupid. I remember I had a pager. My girlfriend had a pager, and we would like text each other things on our pagers because you could spell things upside
could spell
down.
things right. Yeah.
So stupid.
Kind of spell things. Yeah. Nothing like today.
So stupid.
Well, so Tuesday I went to Edgefield and saw Robert Plant.
I hate Robert Plant. Every time I hear a Zeppelin song, it's like when someone covers it, it's like, yeah, this is better than the original.
Well, the funny thing about that is I told somebody this here not too long ago, is I got to a point where I cannot listen to Led Zeppelin.
Really?
I can't listen to them. But for whatever reason, I wanted to go see Robert Plant at Edgefield.
Well, seeing it live
And
is
it
different.
it's my favorite place to go to a show for one thing. I love the property, period. But this year that was the only show that really appealed to me, so I went. And obviously the guy can't sing like he used to. He was an amazing singer at one
No, he
time.
wasn't. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
he was.
It's fucking horrible.
Oh, come on. He was not a
Oh,
horrible
God, he was the worst
singer.
part of that band.
Oh, I could actually agree with that.
Yeah.
Because that band's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy crap.
Their songs are great.
John
The
Paul
vocal-
Jones is like one of the most amazing musicians on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
didn't
great
get the
band.
credit. Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
great.
I mean,
great band.
Fucking thieves. Don't get
Oh
me
yeah.
wrong.
Oh yeah. Stole their first 3-4 albums were
Yeah.
all
Good band.
Yeah, really good band. Yeah.
Fucking thieves. But I actually went to Edgefield for the first time earlier this year. Played some golf.
Place is cool.
And then now I just found out I got tickets for Nathaniel Ratcliffe and the Night Sweats.
Dude, you're gonna have such a great time. So hit me up before you go, and I will tell you what to do. Because that place, if you do it right, you can have just a great
Yeah.
night. There's really not a bad seat in the whole place. It holds about 5,000 people. Mm-hmm. When I say seat, I mean spot on the lawn, of course. But they let you line up your chairs as early as 6 in the morning.
So
and
should
that's
I
your
take-
spot in line. That's not your place on the grass, but that's in line.
So I should take chairs.
Yeah, low back. They allow you to bring in. They're called event chairs. The website will tell you the dimensions. They're easy to
And
find.
chairs. Low back.
Yeah, they're the seats like only 8-9 inches off the ground, so they're real low. So
Okay.
obviously they're good for people behind you. Obviously,
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
great
And
place
I
to see a
appreciate
show.
that too.
Yeah,
I've heard. I really wanted to see that Clutch and Primus show there.
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
great. as
Primus just came back, right?
They played the night before Plant. Excuse me, I almost said Page, but they played the night before Mastodon opened the show,
Yeah, Mastodon. I would like
which
to see.
would
I've
have been
never
an
seen.
amazing show.
Yeah, but it didn't interest you, Robert Plant. So
It did interest me. It interested me. It was very. I found it very interesting, and I was almost going to buy tickets for it. And then Robert Plant came on sale, and I was like, I just went to Primus last year. I've seen Mastodon recently.
And back to back would be tough on the old ears.
I actually saw Clutch open for Mastodon, and then I saw Eagles of Death Metal open for Mastodon. So I've actually seen Mastodon twice in the last 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're great. Worth going and seeing.
Clutch is coming again,
Seven
October
Dust.
9th.
Yep.
With Seven Dust?
Seven Dust is playing.
I got to see the show. I like Seven Dust.
I do too.
I like what they do. It's a one note,
Yes, one horse.
but it's a
one
good
trick
fucking note.
pony. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That'll be a great show. I'm sure they're really good live. I've never seen Seven Dust live, but I've seen Clutch a few times, and they always bring it.
I got Clutch in the cart right now.
Oh,
they're
amazing.
My new favorite Clutch, not my new favorite. A buddy of mine really likes them. He gave me like 4 albums to listen to. But what is it? Space. Fuck.
Oh, Space Grass.
Space Grass.
What a song! Yeah, I've yet to see them play that live.
What a good song.
A great song.
Yeah.
They have so many albums. It's unbelievable how many albums they put out in there.
Well, they don't stop.
20. Yeah, they are actually what you consider a full-time rock and roll band.
Oh, yeah.
They take no breaks. I mean, they tour. I mean, they might take 4 months off, but that's about all they can. There's no way they can take much time off.
It's rare that you find a group of guys that can do that.
For 25 years.
A group of guys.
Yeah.
Like
Same guys.
You can find a guy.
For sure.
And maybe he changes bandmates and whatever, and he keeps touring, but like the full band.
Yeah, I mean it's the same 4 guys since 1991 or 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would say that my favorite band by them or song by them is "Quick Death in Texas." Fucking love that song.
Yep, that's a good one.
Funny video, funny song.
Yeah, great song.
I like that. Guitar funk style.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm listening to their earlier stuff right now. It's real, just kind of grungy.
It's different,
dirty, muddy.
Yep, they've changed quite a bit over the years.
Yeah, and
it's a better sound actually.
What I hate is when you get a band that's like that rocks pretty hard and then they soften up. They didn't soften up; they just changed. You know what
Precisely.
I mean? Like there's still just as much energy.
They're
for example,
maybe even heavier.
Aerosmith. That's a classic example. They rocked. Then they just put out ballads.
There's no doubt they softened their sound.
Yeah. Metallica, even excluding the latest album,
which is a great album, by the way.
Yes, excluding that, but they did soften up, and they
no doubt they did.
Which whatever.
They not only did they soften up, but when you listen to like the Black Album, they really changed their style. I mean, they went to the more AC/DC style of rock and roll. They went from metal to hard rock. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Which the Black Album was a really good album.
Let's face it, it still is pretty good. Yeah,
but it's way different.
Yeah,
and for someone like me, that was my first introduction to him. So it's like, oh, I like this, and I wasn't swayed by the older stuff, but then I heard the older stuff. Second, it's like, oh, this is really good too.
And you realize it's amazing.
Yeah. Someone put online the other day, a buddy of mine. I'm going to try to get him on the podcast soon. But what is the best? What's your favorite? It's really funny. What's your favorite Metallica album? And he's like after the Black Album, obviously, because he just assumed everyone was going to say the Black Album, and I'm like, no. And I took it as, what do you mean, like? After in the timeline, like, are we talking load, reload? What's your favorite there? He's like, no, I just assumed everyone was going to do the Black. I'm like, no.
Right.
All right. What's your top 3? 2, 1, whatever.
Me?
Yeah. Metallica albums.
Well, no doubt Kill 'Em All's in the mix. But it was really raw. Okay.
Yes.
I love Ride the Lightning.
Yes.
And so I think it's their first 3 albums for me.
Yeah.
Or the top 3.
I think Master of Puppets is the best.
Yeah, and that's their fan favorite.
Yeah, and I think Ride the Lightning is a very close second.
I do too. I think I like Ride the Lightning just a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's so close. I mean, those 2 albums.
You know what's crazy is Ride the Lightning is an amazing album to fall asleep to. Because it's so rhythmic.
I totally agree with that.
So rhythmic. Yep. If you are, I want to go to bed and I want to kind of listen to something, that's your spot.
I could easily fall asleep to that.
But you could also rage to it too.
Yeah.
And to me, maybe the Black Album might be the 3rd best.
I think I could say that. I think that And Justice for All had a ton of potential.
I never connected with that album.
production-wise, it's not that great. There's no bass playing on the album. I mean, it just falls short because of those things. But it was really progressive.
Yeah.
So it was a bit different for them, too. I mean, they were all long songs.
One is one of my favorite songs of all time.
When that came out, let's face it, that was an epic metal song.
I remember listening to that.
Epic.
Rock and Bull.
Yeah. Epic. The video was dark. Yeah. Totally epic.
Like everyone stopped for that part. That was like it's a good song, it's a good song, then they're waiting for that part though.
That's really what put that band on the map. I mean, because Master of Puppets was still underground, and that put them on the map, and then of course the Black Album comes out and they just blow up. And they blew up. Let's face it, they're one of the biggest rock bands of all time.
Of all time. There's no question.
All time.
I would
Unbelievable career.
If you took their not record sales, but like touring sales, like when they were at their peak,
massive.
I would put it against almost any other band when they were at their peak.
And still today.
Yeah.
They're gigantic. They're the only band that's played on every continent. I mean,
did they play Antarctica?
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah, in front of like 22 people or so. I don't know how many people were there. A couple hundred scientists, I believe.
Do you ever hear about that? There's this guy in Antarctica, and he hooked up on a Tinder date.
No.
For someone in the next camp over.
Oh my word!
Hilarious. I think they got married or something. So ridiculous.
Probably should.
Antarctica is one of those places that I would love to go, but I ain't going.
No.
I'm not going by boat because I fucking hate boats, and I'm not flying a plane into fucking negative 1,000 degrees.
No.
But it would be so cool to go.
For sure. Well, Metallica went.
Yeah.
And let's go back to that last album they put out.
Yeah,
I haven't good.
I haven't heard the whole thing, but everything I've heard
really
I
good.
Like.
Yeah, it was kind of a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
So.
I'm thinking about getting into record albums, vinyl.
I would love to.
I think
you should.
I think I can get a decent record player, sound system, and just...
They're available. Yeah.
Well, what's cool is I go to the comic book shop every week, and then right next door, 2 doors down, there's a record shop. Maybe I'll pop in once or twice a month and buy an album.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, before the house fire my parents had in 2006, they had a record album collection that probably went 10, 15 feet long.
Did they have Fleetwood Mac Rumors on vinyl?
I don't know, probably. Who didn't?
Who didn't, right?
No. But I mean, they had some like obscure stuff. They had like Nazareth and...
Oh, yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So it'd be cool. I like collecting things, but I don't like collecting. I have too much shit.
The problem with vinyl is it takes up space, obviously.
But it doesn't take up that much space because they're so thin, right?
True.
So if I'm buying 1 or 2 a month, it's going to take me a long time to take up a lot of space.
True.
Yeah. It's take up less space than books.
So what do you think what would be one of the first things you'd buy on vinyl?
So here's the thing.
Album. I mean, I'm saying...
Do I go back and buy the stuff that I'm nostalgic for? Or do I buy new stuff that I want to listen to? Because records sound better.
Oh, well, no doubt. MP3s are compressed and
yes.
And no, there's no doubt about it.
They're warmer.
Yeah.
So what do I do? Do I buy... Because in my house, growing up, I mean, from the age of like 6, let's say, maybe 5 or 6, I was using the record player.
Yeah, me
I would
too.
put on fucking Paranoid and Dirty Deeds.
See, that's the kind of stuff I want to
all
hear.
the time.
The stuff that was meant to be heard. I mean, when they were recording, they knew people were going to listen on vinyl. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Although new stuff.
You know what
cool
pisses me off? If you play Big Balls and not Rock and Roll Man. You have to play those together. There's certain songs that go together, so you have to play those two together. You got to play
Eruption and...
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to play We Will Rock You and
yes,
We're the Champions.
Yes, I agree.
You got to play Brain Stew Jaded.
Yes, thank you.
You have to.
Yes.
Dude, the radio was doing it for a long time too.
They did, yeah.
And every time I hear Brain Stew and you don't follow up with Jaded, fuck you.
Yeah. Ban
Just
that.
eat a dick.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear just Brain Stew.
And there's others.
Because they feed into each other. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I like those segues like One Hot Minute by Chili Peppers. that whole album segues into each other. Most of it. I don't know if it all, but most of it. And what sucks...
Local H has some albums that feed each other, and it's really cool.
If you bought the album, it was cool, even on CD. But if you tried to rip it from someone, especially back in the day, it would always had a space.
Chop, it would have that gap.
Because I knew the original, if I ever heard that,
there was no space.
It would kill me. You know what? I think kids today, these darn kids, you know what they're missing out on? Hidden tracks and CDs, where it like played backwards. I don't know how they did that, but there was a bunch.
I remember Town Hall. You remember the show Town Hall? It was on Channel 2, yes. K2 on Sundays. They did a whole episode one time in the 80s on playing records backwards.
Oh, yeah.
And it was cool. If you could go back and watch that episode, you should. It was really good.
I bet you can find it.
I'm sure you can.
I remember doing that one time on some album, my Uncle Terry's album, I think, record, and we did it back. We heard something. And then we all ran out of the room.
A lot of kids wouldn't have no clue what we were just talking about right now. No. That's true. They're definitely missing out on that.
Yeah, but by the way, you're ruining your needle. Don't do that. By the way, you're ruining your needle. Don't do that.
Big time.
Don't play it backwards.
Big time ruining it, yeah.
Even when your record got dusty, I miss that sound, that pop. Because you can clean them all the time and keep that shit off there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's part of the sound. It's part of the experience.
The crackle and...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so like I said, there's a record shop right there. And every time I see that, I'm like, I like this. I should.
There's a ton of record shops in Portland.
Yeah.
A bunch.
But I don't want to go to Portland.
Well, I understand, but...
I remember before the fire, I had a blue version, never opened it, a blue vinyl Astro Creep 2000.
Really?
Yeah. I think you were there when I bought it. No. Maybe it was someone else.
If I was, I don't remember.
I only had 4 albums. I know one of them was a single, meaning it was KMFDM, Juke Joint Jezebel, 4 versions of the song. I had that Astro Creep, and I can't remember the other 2. I don't know. So your question is, what would I buy first? I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know. What are you listening to right now?
Well, I recently probably have been listening to Queens of the Stone Age, which that's always, but I'll put them down for a while.
Is that your favorite fucking band?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't like them. I don't know why.
Oh,
I'm not talking about their music either. I don't like them. That fucking lead singer, I don't know why he pisses me off. He looks like such a darsh. I don't know why.
Big dude.
For no reason.
Amazing musician. Josh Homme's probably the best rock musician on the planet.
Really?
Has not put out one dud.
Okay.
He did albums with Caius. He did, Them Crooked Vultures album he did with John Paul Jones and Dave Grohl was unbelievable. And his influence on it is massive. Queens of the Stone Age have not put out a dud, so I think he's pretty brilliant. He did an album with Iggy Pop recently that was awesome.
That guy's looking weird.
That guy is weird.
And Anthony Kiedis is turning into him.
They have the same body, don't they?
Yeah. It was really weird before Weiland died. Weiland was turning into Jim Morrison, and Anthony Kiedis was turning into Iggy Pop. You don't see it?
No, I'm trying to think about it. Explain the Weiland Jim Morrison.
He just was turning into him, like the
way
every
he moved.
Every time you see him, he his hair was kind of going that way, and he just had that look about him. And yeah,
there's somebody who changed quite a bit over the years. Remember him when they first came on the scene?
Yeah, and you remember that time?
He wasn't all, he wasn't real skinny. He wasn't big, but he was. He was more filled out, I guess.
It was before he got drug money.
Right.
That first album was so fucking good. The second album was good too, but that first album.
Second album was really good, yeah.
Second album was good.
His voice changed quite a bit over the years. I'm sure the drugs.
Do you remember when he was on whatever MTV show at the time, and they asked him like, well, what about people say you sound like Eddie Vedder? He got so pissed. Like, fuck you, I sound like me. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was pissed off.
I don't think he sounds like Eddie Vedder.
Well, at the time,
their music kind of did.
Pearl Jam only had like 2 albums out.
Yeah, no, it was early on.
And they were the only two people with like deeper voices.
They when STP came out, they had a hard time getting past the being called a Pearl Jam ripoff.
Yeah,
no, I understand that. But the voice is just
if you go back and it's no one was in that range, and it was like Jeremy spoke.
No, I get it. I do.
Time to take.
Yeah.
If you did an impression, you're doing the same impression.
Creed from Scott Stapp from Creed was the same way.
I heard it, but I was like, "Oh, you bitch!" No, he's just singing.
Well, I will say this: I think that their first album was really a blueprint of what was already out there. I think their second album is where they really found their sound. But the first album's amazing.
Yeah.
So many great songs.
I remember that one's got a lot of nostalgia for me too, because I used to get out of school and then go play video games with my cousin and put on that album.
The first Core?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good album.
It was that album and then Offspring.
Oh, yeah.
Not Smash. What was the one that really hit it out?
You Gotta Keep Them Separated.
Yeah, that album.
What the heck is the name of that album? I'm having a hard time remembering myself. Well, that had some big, obviously.
It's a great album.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's my favorite.
It's time to relax. You know what that means. Glass of wine, your favorite eat. That whole thing.
My favorite
I
Offspring
love
album.
skits on albums.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? If I get vinyl, I might just start with Insane Clown Posse. How do you feel about that?
I don't care. You buy whatever you want. It wouldn't be what I would choose, but that's fine.
I wonder if they even put out vinyl. They have to.
Oh, I'm sure
everyone
they do.
has to.
Lots do. Yeah. People are.
There's a
putting out
while
new
there
stuff.
where they didn't, and then like anything else, it becomes a thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Becomes a big thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Have you heard about Henry Rollins?
No.
What he does?
No.
So he writes a lot of articles reviewing music, and he was on Joe Rogan's podcast and talking about it. And he's like, well, during the week I do what's called, I can't remember. He related it to food, but I don't remember what it was. I can't remember exactly, but during the week he only listens to stuff that he's never listened to before. And on the weekends he'll listen to anything he wants to. But during the week he can only listen to new stuff.
I dig it.
Yeah. And
wish I had more time to think that way.
What do you say? It's something like carb free. Weekdays are carb free, and the weekends are dessert. Or it was something like
let's face
to
it,
that
there's
effect.
a ton of stuff out there that we've never heard.
But then he's got like this $50,000 sound system.
Yeah, I bet.
Probably doesn't have a TV because he's fucked up. He's weird. Did you know he was in the early trials of Ritalin?
Really?
Oh yeah, he's in textbook. Him as a child is in textbooks. You can see his picture in textbooks.
I had no clue.
And he thinks that's kind of why he's a little fucked up. Yeah, isn't that weird?
Probably is. Yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
He's a weird dude.
Yeah.
He just doesn't human well.
No.
You have Netflix.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the movie He Never Died?
No.
Holy fucking shit. I'm so pissed off it wasn't a series.
No.
It was him. I'm not gonna tell you I can't tell you anything about it. But go watch it. It's so good. It is so ridiculously good. When I watched it, I turned on. For some reason I thought it was gonna be one of those series. Like I thought I saw episode 1, and I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best TV show. And I looked down. Oh, it's hour 45 or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Movie, and I'm like, I'm so pissed off.
When did it come out?
I'll say 2016.
Oh, so it's real recent.
Real recent.
Okay.
Real recent. Okay, he's a fucking weirdo.
Have you ever been to any of his spoken word?
No. I remember Jeff.
Yes.
Used to
Jeff
be really
loved him.
into it.
Probably still is.
Good. I hope so. Because, I mean, that would be really cool to go see live. I don't
I'm
really
sure
want
it would
to
be.
watch or listen to a recording of it, but it would be so cool to see live.
Exactly. That's the only way to really want to do it. Go
Because,
live.
I mean, he's kind of doing stand-up. I'm really into stand-up. I watched the worst stand-up in history the other day. And then I was listening to a podcast today, and with a bunch of comics, and they were just ripping the shit out of it. It's like, all right, I'm vindicated. It's not just me.
There you go.
There's so much good stand-up out there. Do you listen to stand-up much?
No.
Do you go see it ever?
No.
I want to, but
I have in
Yeah.
the last couple of years, but only once.
I want to.
Who did I see? Kevin Dillon.
Oh, Kevin Dillon.
It was good.
Yeah.
He was good.
He's fucking hilarious.
Actually, with Jeff Cross.
Yeah, okay.
It was his bachelor party,
Oh, good.
but that's probably been more like 5, 6.
Yeah. Kevin Nealon,
He was good.
Apparently, he's just still working.
Helium Club.
Damn it. Yes, that's the only one that exists anymore. I think Harvey's.
Is it really?
I think Harvey's folded.
Oh, okay.
You know what really sucks is, what is it? Charlie Max closed? Charlie Max? What was it called?
Jimmy Max.
Jimmy Max.
Yeah,
Jimmy
the Jazz
Max.
Club.
Yeah, that closed. I've been there
Legendary
a couple
place.
times. Been there a couple times with Jeff Cross. And
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
I bet.
I wish I would have went there more.
Cool place.
Really cool place. That's funny
it's
that
sad it
I bring
closed
that
down.
up and that was with Jeff too. Yeah. Speaking of bowling, I remember his first 600. 674. It's ridiculous.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Was that at Riverside?
Yep. Thunderbolt.
First 600
Why do I
was a
remember this shit?
674.
Yeah, he was gunning for 7. He was
Well,
gunning.
there are people, I do know some people who first 600 was a 700.
Really?
I can't remember the name of it. Wasn't somebody I knew really well, but I remember hearing about it in the Vancouver area.
Yeah.
I think it was in the Columbian. They noted 700 series, first 600 ever,
Yeah.
or something like that.
First above 600.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. I remember, well, it's kind of like my first 8 was at 857.
Yeah.
Took all the pressure off. Because I had been close so many times before. But there's this pressure. All right, you need to strike out. I was 300, 299 the first 2 games, so there's no pressure. I just keep on the ball. The only thing I was worried about was trying to catch Tim Jones, who had an 866, and I did not catch him.
David Childers did.
Fuck yeah.
What did he shoot, like 889?
889, yep.
He was a year behind Craig and I in high school.
Oh, really?
I remember when he started bowling, it was at Riverside.
Really?
And it was like, I swear a couple years later, he shoots 889. He had not been, I mean, it was probably more than
I mean,
a couple
I'd
years
known
later.
him a while at that point, but yeah.
He lived down the road from me when I was a kid.
Really? What area did you live in?
Well, at the time, I was over kind of by, you know where Bimart's at in Washougal?
Yeah.
Kind of over in that
Over
area.
by Addie.
Yeah, I was on it was 35th Street, not too far from Addie. Yeah, and he lived down the road, and lots of kids that went to my school lived in that area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally remember him. And then when I was working at Riverside, he started coming in and just goofing off. He wasn't really a bowler yet.
Even when
And
he
then he
was
got into
good,
it.
he still looked like he was just kind of goofing off, though. Like he put half his thumb in.
Yeah.
Fuck, it worked, huh?
Well, he not only had that 889, but he went off and had another big series after that, where he started off, almost perfect after the first 2. Yeah, crazy stuff.
I remember I lived just north of there, up on the hill. You know where the water tower was? Up the hill.
Yeah, kind of by W Street.
I lived on W Street,
Yeah.
and we had like 5 acres up there.
I didn't know that. I lived on W Street for a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we rented.
Above the cemetery.
Yeah. And have you seen that place now?
Oh, I bet it's a bunch of
It's covered.
houses.
It's
yeah.
covered.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's covered.
Yeah.
It's all houses.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like Woodburn Hill now.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. There's so many people in Camas West
And
now.
you
it's not
cannot
even
afford
funny.
to live there.
No. Can't afford to live anywhere in Clark County.
Yeah. I think Woodland's the place. That's the next spot.
Kalama, Woodland. Yeah. Definitely.
Let's not get carried away with Kalama. No, but my work just opened a branch up there in Woodland, and they were contemplating either going towards Woodland or towards Camas. I'm like, Woodland, of course, because the way the valley is structured, the metro that is Portland is moving north and south. It's not moving east and west.
Yeah. I-5
Like-
corridor.
Yeah, Camas, you can't move it. Camas Washougal, you can't move past it. So Woodland is just going to grow.
Oh, it is.
It's like,
It'll be like Richville before long.
oh, sure. Yeah, Richford's going to get swelled up pretty soon, and then Woodland's next. But man, Woodland now is like Camas in the
You can't
in the
afford
90s.
Richfield either. Richfield's becoming like Camas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Woodland's the spot.
there you go.
It's so pretty out there. I went up there earlier this year up to Lake Merwin.
It's awesome.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, for sure.
Such a good drive.
I like camping up there in the Cougar area. You're not far from home, but get away.
Yeah. I usually, when I go camping, I went camping last weekend at a lake in Southern Oregon, but usually when I go camping, I like to go to the beach because, I'm not used to the beach. I had a friend recently who grew up in Long Beach, and he came out here, and they would always go camp in the woods. He's like, I've seen the beach. I don't need it. So it's, just about switching it up. But I like camping near the beach up here in the Pacific Northwest because you're still camping in the woods, and then you walk to the beach.
Yeah.
I love falling asleep with the waves.
Waves crashing.
Oh, God, it's the best. I sleep so good. Yeah. I sleep so good next to water. My grandma lives on the Little Washougal. And I've taken so many naps in her room, and you get to hear the river. And I'm out so quick.
I don't think you're the only one. I think lots of people can fall asleep to that water sound.
Yeah, all I want in the world is to fucking have a house with a property with creek in it.
Just a creek?
That's all I want.
All you need is creek.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a very big creek?
No, just have maybe little crawdads. Although I'd prefer one I can fish in. I got into fishing last weekend. Now I got a pole and a license. Go up to Klein Line, fucking eat some trout. Okay,
so you said you did a podcast on fishing. So you just got into fishing?
Episode 2, 3, whatever with Ross. He did a lot of ocean fishing. Up in Alaska, did those
deep
guys.
sea fishing type of stuff.
Yeah, and then when I was younger, probably ages, I don't know, let's say 10 to 15, 9 to, anywhere in there, I did a lot of salmon fishing in the Washougal. One time I was 13, I caught a 58-pound Chinook. I had a picture of me, probably went up in the house fire, but I was holding the fish head high and his tail was still on the ground. I was probably 5'3", 5'4" at the time. It was such a huge fish.
Who'd you fish with back then?
My parents did, and Roger, Bobby, all my uncles. Yeah.
I knew they did.
Yeah, they got us into it.
So now you're back into it.
I kind of want to do some trout fishing. I don't really like salmon. I don't like eating it.
Trout's good though.
Oh, I love trout.
Yeah.
So if I can just run up there, because
you like white fish basically then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
cod, halibut.
Raw tuna is really good.
Tuna's really good.
But I can't touch tuna meal.
Gotcha.
Like in the cans. Mm-hmm. Gross.
Yeah, but you like
tuna steak? Yeah, oh yeah.
Really good.
Even raw. I'll eat that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Ahi tuna.
Yeah. Yeah. But so I got a new position at work where I'm getting out way earlier, and my wife, she's working later, so I've got time, so I figured, why don't I take up fishing at least for the summer?
Gotcha.
Give me a chance to kill time and not just sit around the house and play video games.
Yeah, good call.
I mean, video games are cool, but
getting outside,
you can't do it every day.
No.
That's how I got fat, really. Video games. I used to be thin. And then I got with this girl who didn't like me going to the gym anymore because she wanted me to just stay home all the time and be with me. Cool, whatever. And she fed me very well and a lot of pasta, and I played video games all day.
Carbs and video game. Yeah.
Fucking supplied the house with Mountain Dew constantly.
Ooh, yeah.
Sure. Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Complex carbohydrates.
Oh, yeah. I actually lost a bunch of weight recently.
You're eating a bunch of meat.
Bunch of meat and vegetables. Anything off the grill.
Gotcha.
Anything I can grill. So, nothing processed.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
And then I went on this camping trip and drank, 1,100 beers. And came 5 pounds back, but I've lost it since this week.
Beer's worth it though, right?
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I got way too sunburnt, but it was a lot of fun. I was down there with the in-laws, who everyone kind of makes jokes. Oh, the in-laws, but my in-laws are cool. Yeah, I enjoy them.
Yeah,
they party hard.
What was the beer of choice on the camping trip?
Domestics.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So
when I go camping, I want domestic beer. I don't know what it is. I don't want
because it goes down easier.
Yeah,
you don't get that foamy. You don't get that foamy belly.
Yeah.
Right up here at the store in the corner, they had a Private Reserve 18-pack for $9.50 or something like that.
In cans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in cans now. See, that Henry's wasn't in cans recent. I mean, for years it was bottles.
Yeah, and I like Private Reserve, so that's a deal you couldn't turn down. So that's cheap. What I had. Yeah. I had some leftover Bud Light from a barbecue, and they brought some Bush Light.
Oh
yeah, I like Bush though. I like the flavor. One of these days, I'm gonna have somebody on this podcast, and we're gonna drink shit beer, and I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna fucking pound them. It's gonna be. Normally we go about, I don't know, an hour and a half. That's how they've said. It's gonna be a 35-minute show because I'm gonna get fucking wasted on lawnmower beer.
Gotcha. Which one? Do you know? If you were gonna pick
I don't care.
You don't
all
care.
Of them. Only
doesn't matter.
Bush.
Yeah. Rainier.
As long as it's not light.
Yeah.
No. Rainier.
Hell
yeah, I like those. Especially if you put a little orange juice in them. Oli and Rainier, you put a little orange juice in them. Well, so the thing with beers like that is they're very susceptible to citrus. So if you take, let's say, a Rainier, and you put orange juice in it, it's going to taste kind of like a Blue Moon.
Yeah.
So it's going to taste like a wheat. If you put lemon in it, it's going to taste a little heavy. If you put lime in it, it tastes a little like a cerveza. It really does. It really adapts and absorbs the flavors and changes the complexion of the beer.
Yeah, you turned me on to that down at the blind a couple times.
Yeah, orange juice is just the easiest, but you can also like, the thing is when you put in the lemon or the lime, it seems to get a little thinner flavor, not like a full flavor.
But the orange juice
still good.
Keeps it full. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, with the lemon and lime, if you're in the mood, if you're like,
so it's a ghetto mood.
If you're out in the sun, yeah, it's a beer mosa.
There you go.
That's what I call it, beer mosa. But if you're out in the sun, you want kind of a lighter beer, but you got this Rainier, well, put some lemon juice in it. It'll crisp it up.
Yeah.
Fuck, I love that shit.
Beer's
good.
Beer's good.
It's a good podcast. I'm trying new things that I've never tried before. Where did you find this Breakside? Just randomly, or? As soon as you said Pilsner, I was like, all right.
So Breakside, I have yet to try anything from these guys that I don't like. I will just try random 22s. I see something new, I try it. Yeah. And I don't remember which one I had first. It was not their Pilsner. It was an IPA. It was either they have their regular Breakside IPA, excuse me, and then they have another IPA called the heck is it called? They have a New England style called What Rough Beast.
What is a New England style beer?
New England style beer is, instead of being like real floral hops, it's more citrusy hops. So they're a little sweeter. I actually really like them. Okay. But they're just, IPAs are too heavy. They get you drunk. They just get you drunk too fast.
I'm not really into IPAs because I don't like that bitter aftertaste. Mm-hmm. I don't like a real hoppy beer.
I do, but again, I just don't want to drink very many of them.
Yeah.
But, like a Pilsner, you can have a few.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. He switched to IPAs just to slow him down.
Yeah.
But if you keep drinking them, and you keep drinking, then it's, it's normal beer to you now.
Yeah. Right.
Man, I've got the burps right now.
Yeah. It's that Pilsner.
I love Pilsner.
I do too.
I been getting I like German style beers.
Me too.
And there's this bar, if you ever want to go, I'm down. It's called Prost. It's in Nopo. Have you been there?
No. Mississippi Avenue, right?
Yeah.
Near yeah, I've heard that it's really cool.
Dude, whenever you want to go.
We've got to go.
I went there recently, and it was really good. I like a German white beer.
Ooh, I love German beers.
I don't really like banana bread, but it tastes like you're drinking banana bread.
No, there's I understand.
Yeah.
I've had those types of beers. They're good.
The only place I can find that shit is at like Gustav's.
Right.
Which ain't bad. Give me that fondue with some sausage, son.
Of course.
Oh, and which, by the way, is in my diet.
So, by the way, on Mississippi Avenue, there's a great meat place called Miss Delta.
Okay.
So you should try that out too.
Is it like it's a restaurant?
Smoked meats, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's your down south cooking type of food. So you've got smoked meats, brisket, stuff like jambalaya.
I've never had jambalaya.
Really good. It's fried chicken.
They're usually spicy though. Jambalaya.
Yeah, spicy.
Yeah, I'm not into spice, but all the rest sounds good.
Really good meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely should try it out if you like meat.
I do like meat. I'm not even. I kind of wanted to try the carnivore diet full for like a month or two. I don't think I have it in me. I like vegetables. I like eating some stuff that's not meat.
Yeah, you need variety.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll get boring, and you won't want to do it anymore.
But I mean, there's different kinds of meat. Like, and I do switch it up. I'll chicken one day. Like the other day, I had a country boneless pork ribs. You can get what's really nice is the pre-cooked ribs that you can buy at like Fred Meyer's or Safeway or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just kind of heat them up, but they're real good. They come pre-sauced. I know the sauce isn't part of the diet, but fuck you. If I'm eating ribs.
Yeah. Some people like a dry rub. I like sauce.
I'll take a dry rub too.
And I like dry rub too, but I'd rather have sauce.
I'll have a sauce. Especially, those pre-cooked ones come soaked in sauce, so it's good.
Yeah. Can't beat
ribeye.
Can't beat a ribeye. You cannot. Some people say, filet mignon's the best. Fuck that. It's ribeye.
It's good.
Damn good. But ribeye is the best.
It's the best. Huh. Yeah.
Where's the flavor at? It's in the fat,
It's in the fat. Well, that's why they bacon wrap their filet mignon.
filet
I'll give
mignons
you
are
this.
amazing.
I'll give you this. Filet mignon has a better texture. It feels like you're eating meat flavored butter.
Yes, it's softer.
I'll give you that.
But ribeye.
But there's a reason they cook it bacon wrap, because the flavor needs, more fat.
Ribeyes rock.
Yeah, I'm a ribeye guy.
Me too.
I went to Chuck's for the first time recently, and I got a ribeye, fat ribeye. Oh.
I've had ribeyes from there, Costco, Myers Market.
I went to Myers recently. That's where I got my country boneless ribs, and I got this something that I'm gonna cook tonight. It is a bacon wrapped chicken with mushrooms and fucking whatever.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh my god!
It has to be good.
I saw that. I'm like, well, there's no way I'm not gonna get this.
There's no way it's not going to be good.
Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Bacon wrapped chicken. Did I ever tell you about the best chicken I ever had in my life?
No.
All right, so we're having a barbecue a few years back. Cooked some chicken on the grill. And we pulled out and eaten it. It's like, this is the best chicken I've ever had. And everyone's like, what would you do? I'm like, I didn't do nothing. And then I thought about it. The whole time I was cooking the chicken, on the top rack I had sausage. So you got sausage drippings the whole time in the chicken.
That drippings, you bet. Fat drippings.
Wow. Which, by the way,
that makes sense.
Tasted almost exactly like the only time I had alligator tail.
Oh, really?
Alligator bites. It was like the best chicken I've ever had. I had it down at a Montage. Apparently they don't have it all the time, but I had it. I had to try it. They're like, alligator bites. Yeah, well, obviously. I have to get alligator.
I tried alligator on a pizza.
Oh, really?
It was good.
Yeah? Could you taste the alligator?
I don't know how much I could taste. And I didn't know what it was supposed to taste like, but
yeah.
I think you probably could, yes.
The worst part about this diet that I'm on, because I really do need to lose weight for my back, for my general health, for everything. The worst part about it is pizza. I fucking love pizza. It's the best. I mean, if someone said, all right, you got to live on a deserted island, but you can only have one type of food forever. You're going to have what? Pasta? I mean, burgers is close, but pizza.
Yeah, you're right. Pizza's amazing. And there was a time when I would have told you that I liked pizza over burgers, but I don't know about that anymore. Burgers are so damn good.
I love burgers.
Me too. I like pizza too. What about like real thin crust pizza?
No.
Won't work?
No, I like
you just don't like it.
Thick crust with a lot of sauce. It's like eating...
Which is double, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just can't eat if you're trying to lose weight.
Dude, my favorite... It's going to sound stupid. Everything I just said about any sort of food is going to lose all credibility. But my favorite pizza that there is a Domino's deep dish Hawaiian. Oh, my God. It's so good. By the way, close second is the Papa Murphy's garlic chicken.
That is good.
Oh my God. Garlic chicken pizza with white sauce.
Okay, so let's talk about burgers.
Oh, fuck. Five Guys. All day. Okay. All day. And you know what's cool is
there's so many great ones.
With the diet I have, I can go to Five Guys, just get it without a bun.
Right.
Extra bacon, extra cheese, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll lose. I lost weight. I was down. I went from 240 to 190. Eating shit like that.
No,
going to Carl's Jr. with no bun.
Cut out your carbs and you will lose weight.
Yeah.
Especially men.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. My wife tried it and she didn't do well on the diet at all. She didn't like it. She didn't feel good. When I was doing it pretty hardcore, I mean, I wasn't even drinking beer, doing a hardcore. I asked her, have you noticed a difference in my personality? She's like, yeah, you're not as fucking grumpy or depressed all the time. I'm like, all right, well then I am very... that diet is very good for me.
Yeah.
Everyone's
what about
different.
eggs?
Love eggs.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with eggs is I hate cooking. Like if I put some meat on the grill, I put it on the grill and walk away. Right. With eggs though, I kind of got to watch it.
Yeah.
But when the first time I was doing the diet, I made eggs fried, runny, and I was like, how am I going to do this without toast? Then I took my bacon and sopped up the yolk. Oh my God. It was so good.
Who needs toast?
So when you have bacon? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just take that bacon, drench it in the yolk.
Yeah. So instead of a bun, you can just wrap stuff with bacon.
Fuck, that's the move,
right? You can make a bacon sandwich easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
You could still make a BLT.
Beer too.
That is hilarious,
Yeah.
man.
BLT.
No, I've done it before.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato. Just
Yeah,
lettuce on the outside.
exactly.
Lettuce wrap is fucking, when I learned about that, that's what saved me.
Oh,
So
they're great.
You can go to Carl's Jr. and get the fattest burger they have.
Yeah.
Just lettuce wrap
And
it.
it tastes great. Seared beef tastes good.
Yeah. Poor cows. Poor guys have to be so delicious.
Gotta love that methane, right?
I grew up raising cows, and we always had a freezer full of meat because you kill one cow a year.
Oh, it's a bunch of food.
That'll last one family.
Yeah.
There's just 3 of us, and we give away meat too. But I hate factory farming, and I live in a world where that's what I gotta do, and that's a bummer.
Yeah, because we're feeding so many millions of
Right. So I'm gonna
people.
try to keep going to like the butcher where they're buying
Right.
locally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do that. It's a little bit more expensive, but I'm comfortable. I can spend the extra $2 a meal, especially now that I'm not eating fast food.
No kidding.
Oh. So I'm gonna try to eat more ethically that I can afford to.
Mm-hmm.
I once recently tried to stop eating pork because pigs are so fucking smart. It's just a bummer,
Yeah.
I quit pork for a month and I felt like dog shit.
Really?
Oh yeah, I did not feel good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got back on pork and felt better
I love
within
pork.
a week.
Pork is... I like... The older I
So
get, the
good.
more I like pork.
So
Or it
good.
becomes one of my favorites.
Salty and sweet. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes, you can do a lot of things with it.
Poor little guys.
Yeah,
What I
they
would
are
like to do.
intelligent.
What I would like to do is like buy a half a pig, from a farmer. They raise it, and then when it comes to, ethically.
Yeah.
I don't have as much problem with that. But fuck, factory farming is so gross.
It's horrible.
I guess there was a chicken truck that flipped over the other day.
Yeah, I've heard about this outrage, and I don't really know the story. You'll have to fill me in.
Well, first of all, the outrage is chickens, they're in these open air coops going down the freeway. It's fucking disgusting.
Horrible. Right.
Foster Farms.
It was Foster
It was a
Farms.
local Foster Farms. But
Yeah.
the truck flipped, so that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, the truck flipped, whatever's in it, that sucks. But, poor little chickens.
Yeah.
I don't think I could raise a chicken for meat, though. You ever had chickens?
No.
Oh, they're such cute little guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hang out with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Follow you around.
I think that's, if you are vegan, if one was vegan, that's the best way to get some of the things you're missing in your diet is to raise your own chickens, treat them like pets, eat their eggs. It is cruelty free. If you treat your chicken right, it's cruelty free. By the way, chickens are little fucking dinosaurs, and they will eat anything. They'll eat mouse. You ever seen a chicken eat a mouse?
No.
They'll eat a fucking mouse. And when they eat bugs, mice, whatever, not just grains, their eggs taste better. It's true. Oh, God, I love eggs. I should eat them more.
Try to find a more versatile food than eggs. Think about that. You can do so many things with eggs.
Well, especially now that they're like, oh, yeah, what you eat in cholesterol has nothing to do with the cholesterol in your body.
Right.
At all. Cholesterol is really good for you.
Yes.
Apparently on Weight Watchers, eggs are worth 0 now. Eat it. If you're on Weight Watchers,
Eat it.
Listen to this. Listen to this. If you are on Weight Watchers, a program that you pay that helps you lose weight, they tell you eat as many eggs as you want. What does that tell you?
Buy them by the 6 dozens. Go to Costco, man.
Yeah.
Buy 60 at a time.
I just hate cooking. I buy them by the 6-pack
But
and
eggs
don't
are so easy to make, though.
They are.
Do you like hard-boiled eggs? You could
Wife
boil up a
won't let
bunch of
me
them.
do that in the house, or
It
else
stinks
I
it
would.
up.
It
yeah.
stinks. It does stink.
It smells like farts.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
But I would do that. That'd be great.
Why the
What's
hell-
a better snack? What's a better snack? You boil a bunch of eggs, you put them in the fridge. I'm not hungry for a meal.
It fills you up.
But I would like something. Glump.
Either my opinion on that is either like eggs or nuts.
Yeah.
You actually feel a little full for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, eggs are amazing.
So what we do in this house, for snack food, is when we buy bacon, we just cook the whole thing, keep it in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then I'm not really hungry. I just want a little snack. Oh, let's have a bacon.
A lot of calories in bacon will fill you up.
It's good stuff.
And you can eat all the meat you want.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I mean,
since I've been on this grill diet, I'm not hungry as much either, though. That's the thing is, I'll cook something that used to be a meal for me, and that's, you know, a day and a half of food, which sucks when you're drinking because you get schwasty real fast. And it's like, but I'm used to drinking this much. No, you can't. Doesn't matter if you're big. It's just that you're not eating.
Yep.
But yeah, it's fuck. I don't know. I talk about my diet too much. It's really interesting to me.
Well, it's what's going on in your life right now. So
yeah,
probably
it's really interesting, and I don't know. I listen to a lot of things where they talk about it as well, like in depth from a scientific perspective, and it's, I don't know. I should stop talking about it. Let's talk about something completely different. How about the Mariners?
The Mariners are having a very good year.
Here's what I was going to say, though. Good on them for getting Ichiro for the farewell tour.
Yes.
I think that was really classy of them. I was just talking to Mike up at the pro shop.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Ichiro never played in Japan and just came straight over here?
He would have more hits than
How
Pete
many
Rose.
records would he have?
Well, he would have the most hits.
For sure. How many stolen bases he'd be pushing?
Boy, Ricky Henderson had a lot of stolen bases.
But Ichiro would have played longer.
But he would, yeah. Well, Ricky played a long time too.
But he played a lot in the not majors.
Yeah, he played a lot in independent leagues and that sort of thing. You're right. We're
fucking stealing bases at 44 or whatever.
Unbelievable.
That
walks. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, he would have had so many records.
Yeah, he definitely would have had. He would have pushed Pete Rose's record easily because he could have come over when he was about 18, probably. He was.
Can you imagine? Young. Can you imagine if let's say he came over, was still with the Mariners? Man, can you imagine Junior's fucking RBIs?
Oh,
we got up significantly.
Yeah. Those guys never played together.
No,
I mean, no. So Ichiro's first year was 2001. They won 116 games, and all of their superstars were gone.
And they didn't cheat at all.
No.
Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, right.
Brett Boone.
Oh, Brett Boone was so on roids.
He was
roided.
Cam was juiced.
Edgar Martinez was juiced.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cameron. Yeah, Mike Cameron was totally juiced. Yep. Yeah, no doubt about it.
But oh well, so was every other team.
Yeah, everybody was.
Every other team.
But all their superstars were gone. Randy Johnson gone. A-Rod gone. Junior gone.
Yeah.
So... But no, they're having a great year. They're I think they're like 20 above 500.
Really?
They'd be the wild card right now, but they're only like 3 back of the Astros.
20 above 500 is wild card?
Yeah, well, yeah. They have a secure... They're quite a bit ahead of the team behind them. So
it sounds like it.
They're doing well. Long way to go.
How about them Yankees?
They're really good.
And they're all fucking homegrown, too.
They're all homegrown. They're
Isn't that
young.
crazy?
They should be good for like a long time because... You know, if you're the Oakland A's and you just develop talent after talent, you don't keep that talent.
No.
I do not see the Yankees. Those people aren't going to leave.
No, because
some might. Robinson Cano did.
Sure.
I have theories why he left, but
on the other hand, like they're all looking at like, oh, I can be the next Jeter.
Yeah, exactly. Stay there for 20 years and win 8 championships.
And be the man about town. Yeah. He was the biggest guy in town.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Fuck.
He was the man in New York. Derek Jeter was the man.
Yes, he was.
But
so
everybody wants to play for the Yankees, so
good for them.
Yeah. Well, nobody's.
I wasn't a huge fan when they were buying all their talent, but like, how can you blame them?
Right.
Right. So Griffey Jr. pretty much universally, people think best swing of all time, right? Like,
he had a beautiful swing.
That's kind of, you ask anyone who knows, it's like, yeah, even if they don't like him, like, yeah, of course, he's best swing of all time. Who else is up there though?
Well,
because I gotta say, A-Rod, his swing was so technical.
For righties, I thought Edgar had a great swing.
Edgar was like the right-handed version of who's the fucking shit? Played with his dad too, same time as Griffey, left-handed, juiced out mind, never pissed hot. by the way.
Yeah.
Should be in the Hall of Fame. Who am I talking about?
Who are we talking about? Ripken?
No, the guy who's San Francisco, the Pirates. He's
got Bonds. Sorry.
Barry Bonds. All I can think of was Bobby, his dad.
Yeah, Bobby Bonds. Yeah,
Barry Bonds. I think Edgar was like his swing, the right-handed version of Barry Bonds. Like, a lot of times they would pick off a lot low too. Yeah. Where like A-Rod's more straight across, Junior's more straight across. Edgar and Bonds tended to dip a bit.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all.
There was a guy that played, you probably won't remember him. There was a guy that played for the Dodgers back in the 80s. His name was Ken Landreau. And he just had he was a left-handed batter, amazing swing. Mm-hmm. I thought Rafael Palmeiro had a great swing. Okay. Another sure. Reuter.
Yeah.
There's so many of them.
But who pissed hot? If you didn't piss hot, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like McGuire, for example. Mark McGuire. He gets all this shit, but you know what he did? He said, and under oath, in those really ridiculous hearings.
Yeah, ridiculous.
People are going to fucking war, and they were worried about steroids in baseball. Anyway.
Yeah.
He said, I used Andro.
Yeah.
Andro was legal. It wasn't on the ban list when he used it. It wasn't on the ban list.
Yeah.
So, how do you... And Barry Bonds... Baseball Hall of Fame is a joke. Barry Bonds...
Almost every Hall of Fame is a joke.
Barry Bonds isn't in the Hall of Fame. How is that a thing? He's the best offensive player of all time.
Well...
offensive.
Okay, so...
Look at his on-base percentage.
Okay, so let's just talk about... No, I know. It's unbelievable.
It's
walks and on-base percentage during those 4 years was mind-boggling.
Yep. And
I've looked at his stats recently, okay?
And by the way, even before then, before he got fucking booked and was jacking him out, he was
okay, so let's talk
a lot of hits.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
I can tell you when Barry Bonds, not exactly when he started using steroids. I know why he did, and I know when he did. When he came up with the Pittsburgh Pirates, I have his Topps rookie card.
Yeah.
He was 6'1", 190.
Yeah, which is not a small guy.
No,
but
great baseball body.
But
okay,
yeah.
He was a 5-tool player, fast, could steal bases.
Yep.
He was typically about a 285 hitter with 25 to 30
was he that
home runs.
low?
Maybe 302.
I thought he was a better hitter.
He was anywhere between 285 and 280 to 305. But that was great. I mean, you got to remember the average batting average in the major leagues is 255 or 250.
Yeah. Well, he was always above average for sure.
Yeah, above average, 25 to 30 home runs.
Was good too.
100 RBIs, and he played good defense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes to the Giants. Obviously, there was a huge lab down there, Balco, right? I mean, there was a huge steroid thing going on down there in the Bay Area. All of a sudden, the best baseball player in the world, or one of the 2 or 3 best baseball players in the world, he was, okay, no doubt.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's not, because you have these juice guys like Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire
Have you seen Sammy Sosa lately?
But the guy, no, I have not.
He's white.
Yes, I did know that. I have seen that.
Crazy.
What's up with that? What caused that?
I don't know. It's crazy. It's the same thing. Yeah. He's been bleaching his skin.
Why would he do that?
And he looks awful.
Why would anybody do that?
He's Cuban, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, so
I don't know.
That guy, let's talk about Sammy Sosa. He was a 240 hitter with 15 home runs and could steal 20 bases. That's all he was. And then he ends up hitting 60 home runs 3 times. But all of a sudden, Bonds goes, well, I guess in order to be the best baseball player, I'm going to have to start using, I got to join him. So he did.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, allegedly, because he never pissed hot, ever. Dude from Balco said, yeah, he used, but that's hearsay. That's not admissible in court.
Yeah, but like in 4 months, he went from the...
No. Nothing provable. I know he did.
Yeah. Right.
I know he did,
right.
Allegedly. I know for a fact he allegedly used steroids.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But you got no proof. Yeah. You got the eye test. That's all you got.
Okay.
And I get it. But you can't keep him out of the Hall of Fame without proof. It's bullshit. It's the same thing. Not the same thing. Completely different thing, but I just like to shit on the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose not being in the Hall of Fame is fucking ridiculous too.
Stupid, yeah.
But anyway,
he didn't do steroids.
Allegedly.
Well, I don't.
Who knows?
Who knows? Well, he did play in the
but
same
yeah,
time.
no, I see what you're saying though. Barry Bonds, and he did that, and he went from being, really, really, really top echelon player to the best offensive player in history.
Yeah. His statistics show him to be the best of all time.
So fucking the Hall of Fame piece of shit.
So then there's guys that who knows. What about Nolan Ryan? Nobody talks about him using steroids, but the guy pitched till he's 47, still throwing 100 miles an hour and not getting hurt.
Well,
I'm not saying he did, but maybe he did.
Here's what I think.
Maybe Cal Ripken used.
They definitely use some stuff that is on the ban list now.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's not just muscle building or injury.
No, it's
healing.
recovery. Well, that's the thing with
recovery.
With all these, a lot of steroids, it's not about
it
doesn't
heals you.
It's
You
not
cannot perform if you're hurt.
Yes, it's not human growth hormone, which Barry Bonds definitely did.
Oh, for sure.
But the steroids, it's recovery, so you can get back in the gym and just keep throwing weights.
Yes.
That's why people get huge.
That's why we know King Griffey Jr. did not do it because he got
definitely
fat.
fucking
He got
used
fat.
some stuff that are on the ban list now. Probably wasn't at the time.
Yeah, probably not.
But I mean, like, so here's another, and
But he was getting hurt
I'm fucking balls deep. Well, he's got ligament hurt, which is what are you you can't.
Yeah,
steroids aren't gonna help ligaments. In fact, it'd probably hinder it.
Probably.
But I'm real deep into MMA, and they got USADA in there now, and cool, good, clean up the sport, whatever you want to do. But like, where's the line? So, a performance-enhancing drug. You know what's legal? Creatine. Creatine is definitely...
Yeah, that's what everybody thought. McGuire was claiming he was using lots of creatine, which he probably was.
Probably was.
I'm sure he was when he was working out.
But that's 100% a performance-enhancing drug.
Right.
Caffeine is 100% a performance-enhancing drug.
Well, those were some of the things that are on the list. It's not...
So where's the line?
Yeah, right.
So, I don't
speed,
know.
the speed, caffeine, yeah.
Definitely
exactly.
amphetamines.
Yeah, amphetamines,
Pitchers,
right.
for sure.
And pitchers used a ton of amphetamines.
Yeah.
Ton.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's all ridiculous. I say, what I would like to see is no testing. Let them play.
Well, that's what the NFL kind of does. I mean, they do test, but people
Why?
don't.
Dude,
what I'm saying is people don't seem to get up in arms when they find out a football player has used steroids, do they?
Because they expect it.
Yeah. Why do you think we care about baseball players? I think it's because of the sacred records.
Bullshit.
Name a record in football that's sacred. Oh, all-time touchdown passes. Who gives a fuck? Do you even know who that is? I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But we sure care about the home run record, don't we? You know what I mean? I think that's why people were.
I care
all
about
up in
running
arms.
back records. I know who's got the highest carry per game, yards per game, running backs all time.
Okay,
I can name you the top 3.
Okay, so that's interesting that you can do that.
Yeah, well, Jim motherfucking Brown, best in history. Because everyone wants to say Barry Sanders, and he was good.
Oh, he was amazing, totally amazing.
But Jim fucking Brown.
So does Emmitt Smith still hold the all-time rushing yardage?
Yeah,
I thought he did. Nobody's
good for him.
That. Oh yeah. Well, he lasted a long time.
But Barry Sanders would have had the record if he
just decided not to
did
stop
not
playing.
play for Detroit. If he played for any team with any line, he would break every record.
Oh, he was amazing. Yeah.
But Jim Brown's got the record. Anyway, yeah, and I think it's stupid. What you said is correct. Yeah. They hold these records sacred and blah, 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 blah.
Well, let's just face it. Baseball has a lot more. Baseball is tied to our American history a lot more than football is because it goes back so much further.
Yeah, but
maybe watch Kim Burns' special on baseball.
But I mean, so football was invented because we weren't in war. And all these young men needed something to do to get out their aggression. So, I mean, that's really tight. Because America is really good at war.
And I love football.
It's really good at war.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's tied into.
Yeah.
I mean, not like basketball, which is my favorite sport, but the fucking Naismith. You kidding me? That fucking Canadian? Get out of here. Didn't they, in the NBA, get rid of testing for marijuana?
They probably had to, otherwise they wouldn't have any players.
I think that was.
Right?
I think that was in the collective bargaining agreement. Well, so because everyone's realizing, look, people get high, whatever. It's not as bad as drinking, which we're doing right now,
right,
on a podcast,
right.
But more than that, the CBD and all the other stuff in there is healing.
There's huge benefits to it. People that were so against,
right?
People like Gene Simmons, who's against drugs. Yeah. And talks out about it, is now coming back and goes, oh my God, I was uneducated about CBD.
Right. So So the NBA said, look, this is the only way we can play. Like, we're not going to be high on the court, obviously, but when on downtime, it helps anxiety to this and that.
Right.
Can you imagine Ricky Williams of the Dolphins,
Yes.
his career, if he didn't get busted for pot over and over
Couple
again?
times, yeah, several times.
He might have been the best of all time.
He was really good.
If it wasn't for that shitty law rule about pot.
Yeah.
Fucking pot.
Stupid. Totally stupid.
Meanwhile, you have guys getting arrested for DUIs, beating their wives. Doesn't matter.
Left and right.
Pot.
Yeah.
Pot chased Ricky Williams out of the league.
Yeah. Isn't that stupid?
Oh my God. And apparently he had really bad anxiety, and that's what he took it mostly for.
Mm-hmm. He was medicating.
Yeah. Fucking such a
He was a
weird
good running
role.
back. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he personally won me a fantasy league one year.
Yeah.
Had him as my running back, and he just destroyed
Sometimes
everyone.
that one player can carry you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If it's legal, they should be able to use it. That's all I'm saying. In any sport.
I understand.
Maybe not MMA.
I wish we wouldn't talk about it. You know, I got tired of talking about it. The steroid thing in baseball. I mean, it overshadowed so many great things that was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, baseball's still a great sport. It is. It's a great sport.
It's garbage sport. And
But
it's boring.
people don't want to watch it. They don't want to sit there for 4 hours and watch a baseball game.
Yeah.
That's the problem with baseball. They need to find ways to speed it up. They need to cut down the
Baseball,
season.
what they need to do
They need to
is...
revamp it. They're too tied to the old,
Yes.
the past.
And that's why they're losing it.
Yeah.
But live is still fun as fuck.
Oh, it's awesome. Who does not like going to the ballpark?
You know,
It's awesome.
I've only been to a few games, but it's always so fun.
It's
I'll never watch it on TV.
Totally fun.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll play it on a video game maybe.
Yeah. But I agree. I love going to the ballpark
I hate watching it on TV.
Yeah.
It's like watching soccer.
or golf.
I don't mind golf.
I just can't get into it. And I know a lot of people love watching it, but
I
just cannot get into it live.
Watching golf is like watching bowling.
But I love bowling. I love watching bowling.
But if you
I actually really like it.
But if
I
you
didn't
loved
like
golf,
bowling,
I'm saying if you loved golf,
I probably would love it.
exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Because,
can't
but
watch
at least with, you know, golf, bowling, whatever, there's something always going on.
Yeah.
That's why they switch around it. If
Well, of course.
if you followed one player in golf the whole
be
show,
so boring.
it would be awful.
It'd be awful. It'd be
But
horrible.
that's why they switch around so much.
Well, of course. There's always somebody
Where
hitting the ball.
Baseball,
Yeah, you
so
wait,
slow.
you wait.
Soccer, there's just nothing
Pitcher
going
throws
on.
to first base 27 times. No, I totally get it.
Well,
And
that's
I love
also
the sport.
that's also why you know, hockey is but Olympic hockey, a lot of people get behind
They do.
because they take out a lot of the checking and whatnot and this and
Yeah.
that, and they really they take out fighting, by the way, which I think is a good thing. And there's just always something going on. There's a lot more scoring or movement, or at least attempts at scoring.
Well, think about basketball, okay? It's action-packed, right? And the games just don't last that long. They're over in like 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you took out commercials, it'd be even faster than that.
People these days, they don't want to spend 5 hours at the ballpark. They got things to do.
No.
It's a fast-paced society these days.
Yeah.
Basketball games are fast.
And if you're, unless you're like you go all the time, but if you, right, got a buddy, took one of your kids, went up to watch a game, well, that's your day. So a 5-hour game, whatever,
Right. No big deal. I'm on
that's
vacation.
fine because you're doing a specific thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to sit
And you
down
can
and
get
watch
up
it.
and you can go walk around the park. And
If you
grab
put
a
on
beer.
TV, you're probably doing 7 other things
Oh,
while
totally.
watching the game.
I put a game on and I go do laundry or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch every pitch.
Just fucking watch the highlights.
Oftentimes I do.
Who's the best pitcher of all time?
Best pitcher of all time.
Yeah, I could tell you my favorite. Doesn't mean it's the best. I could tell you the best.
So are we going in our lifetime, like who we've
I don't care.
personally
Give-
watched?
I mean, if you're gonna say fucking Koufax, then fuck off.
No, I'm not
If you're
going
gonna say Cy Young, get out of here.
No, I mean, he won 511 games, but I mean, come on, it was a different time.
It was a completely
I
different
mean,
time.
for me, I think about guys like Bob Gibson
Mm-hmm.
and who were just dominating. I have a hard time thinking who's the best.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite pitcher of all time?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not a big pitcher fan
Yeah.
for whatever reason. It's not that I hate pitchers. They typically weren't my favorite players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably my favorite pitcher of all time was probably Greg Maddux because
I knew you were gonna say Greg
because
Maddux.
he just was so smart and he
That was your team too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, he came from the Cubs and then he went to the Braves. The thing about Greg Maddux was, what people don't realize is like, oh, he's just smart. He can hit his spots, but he had so much movement on his pitches.
Yeah.
For about a 4 or 5 year stretch.
Who had more movement, him or Jamie Moyer?
Oh, Maddox.
Really?
Maddox.
Moyer could bin the ball.
Oh, yeah. Moyer was an amazing pitcher, but Moyer would have been even better if he would have had a little more movement like Maddox.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Moyer had to really have the right umpire. You know what I mean? Jay Moyer, what a career.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. To almost win 300 games for a guy who didn't really start winning ball games until he was about 30.
It's
he was
weird,
not a
though.
good pitcher early on.
It's weird, though. Like, he's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
But you could beat him up in a fight. It's weird, right?
I don't know if I could or not.
I definitely think you could.
Greg Maddox kind of seems soft. Oh, Maddox seems like an accountant.
But dude, especially with Maddox when he had the other guy, the beard guy. Was
John Smoltz.
Oh
my God, John Smoltz.
When they were both firing, when they were both hitting.
Unbelievable.
Ooh.
John Smoltz, Hall of Famers. They had
That's
three,
the thing.
They had 3 Hall of Famers.
If you have 2 fucking pitchers that are just on fire in any given season.
They had 3 Hall of Famers: Glavine, Maddox, and Smoltz.
Glavine, I forgot about Glavine.
It was a great pitching staff. I loved Randy Johnson though.
Yeah.
Because of he seemed like a badass. He probably really wasn't.
Oh,
but he just seemed like a badass.
He was really tough when talking to reporters. He's a piece of shit human being. Fuck that guy.
Is he?
Oh yeah, just being a bully to reporters asking him questions. It's like it comes with the territory. It's par for the course.
Yeah, it comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory. Stop fucking crying, you 6'10" bitch. Fucking think you're tough, weighing 180 pounds, 6'10". Eat a dick.
No, that's why I really.
But he does have the best single pitch of all time.
The bird.
The bird.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Apparently
he was shook up after that. It's like, what are you gonna? Don't be shook up.
He didn't do anything wrong.
No.
He threw a bad pitch and it killed the bird.
That was dead center. That was a strike.
Was it?
Oh yeah. Go watch it again. That was just. I think he was warming up, wasn't he? That was.
I can't remember,
mid-game.
but it's just unbelievable.
It's crazy.
That's been watched a lot on YouTube.
That bird.
Did you know
that bird didn't want to live anymore?
No. Did you know that Dave Winfield hit a bird?
Did he?
While he was throwing the ball from the outfield?
Really?
And they were like trying to arrest him over this. I don't remember the whole story, but they tried to say he did it intentionally. It's like,
really?
Even if you tried, I mean,
how good do you have to be to take a bird out of the air?
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Dave Winfield is also the player that Mr. Steinbrenner tried to put a hit on.
Oh, really?
Look that up sometime.
Oh,
yeah,
that
George Steinbrenner
crazy.
put a hit on him.
A hit? Like a real murder hit?
Like a real hit, yeah.
And Steinbrenner didn't go to jail for it?
He didn't go to jail, no. Look it up. It's real. Oh, my God.
What the fuck?
Yeah, George Steinbrenner was a bad guy.
Steinbrenner.
Oh, my God.
I
can't remember. It was over contract. It was contractual.
The team got so much better as soon as he retired and his kids took over. My favorite pitcher of all the time, though. Of all time. I think.
Well, there's so many I'm forgetting.
It's hard to argue that Nolan Ryan wasn't the best career.
No, but he was a badass.
Oh, he was a legit badass.
I mean, remember when he beat the shit out of Robin Ventura?
Just beat the shit out of him.
He's like 20 years old and he's in his 40s and he just beats the shit out of him.
The guy rushed him.
The big son of a bitch.
The guy, I feel like Ventura just said, here's my head. Headlock me, please. Oh, you're hitting me now. I wasn't part of... Just
7 no-hitters.
So fucking funny.
He was amazing.
So many strikeouts.
Well, I mean, he pitched forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of strikeouts.
But
over 5,000.
My favorite of all time is Roger Clemens.
The Rocket Man.
Fucking love Roger Clemens. I love the attitude of the heat.
He was a Hall of Fame pitcher.
By the way, also never pissed hot.
Also never not in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, let's face it, he was a Hall of Fame pitcher.
Yeah, definitely juiced.
Oh, yeah.
So what?
Oh, we know he did it.
He was pitching against juicers.
Right.
Never pissed hot. You got nothing on him.
But that is the thing. You had guys on steroids pitching to guys on steroids.
Yeah.
Like,
so what?
Fucking who cares?
I mean, if someone got all juiced up and went all fucking ankyl and started hitting people.
Yes. Maybe you've got an issue. But
yeah, we got an issue.
Yeah,
Roger Clemens. He went to
Head
the
case.
He was so bad at pitching that he went to the outfield.
Started hitting home runs. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, Rick Ankiel was really good at pitching for a bit, and then he just mentally lost it. Unbelievable. Happened to a lot of guys.
He went into Wild Thing mode.
Mitch Williams.
Just a bit outside.
Mitch Williams, same way. Gave up the game-winning home run to a guy from the Blue Jays. Who was that? Anyway, won the World Series for the Blue Jays, and he was never the same.
That sucks.
Joe Carter. Joe Carter hit a home run off him in the World Series.
Our friend Timmy, his kid is now pitching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I told him, you know what you need to do? You need to give him the glasses with the skull right in the middle. take a boombox, play Wild Thing when he goes out to the plate.
Can you imagine? That'd be so funny.
That would be so cool. Give him the haircut.
Okay.
Get him the fucking haircut.
Is that the best baseball movie?
Yes.
Oh, I agree. It has
Easily.
to be.
Was
Easy.
it Bull Durham? No.
No, and I like Bull Durham, but it's not even close.
Is it Angels in the Outfield? Nope.
No, hell no. No.
Major League.
Major League.
Major League.
Great movie. I can watch that
by
movie
the way,
over and over.
The shitty sequel was also really fucking good.
I love the original, though.
Yeah.
Great movie. Great cast.
Oh, yeah. Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
They tried to replace him in the sequel.
Corbin Burns, and yeah, it was good.
Oh, what's his face? Who was the catcher?
Yeah, what is his name? Tom Bergerson or Tom something. Yeah, he's a name. Yeah.
Fucking good.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Dude, the guy who played the coach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like that guy.
Close second, though. Mr. Baseball. Tom Selleck Goes to Japan.
Yes. Been a long
Really
time.
like that movie.
I do too. Been a long time since I've seen it. Forgot about that movie.
Yeah. It's one of those movies that I don't want to watch it again because what if it sucks?
Yeah. Well, just hold on to the memories of it being good.
I love it when he got pissed off, went in the clubhouse, hit a bunch of fucking helmets, and the coach showed him the same thing. You're not, putting over your hand or whatever.
Yeah.
Through the translator.
Yeah.
Hilarious. All right, let's end it on Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball.
Been a lot of fun.
All right, thanks, man.
You got anything to plug? Do you do anything? Local charities? What do you got?
I got nothing.
Should we donate to the girls' team in Prairie?
Sure. Yeah.
Do they even do anything? They get any bake sales or candy? Or
sometimes there's fundraisers, but not often.
all right, sounds like garbage.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, listen to the other podcasts on this website. The end.